Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. I got another crazy theory about the Power Rangers movie. Here we go. So this theory that I've had, it's a culmination of all you commenters out there and all these different videos and different sites, and I just wanted to share it with you, if I may. You call me crazy, but wait, hear me out first. This is really about the opening scene of Power Rangers, the movie, this reboot. What I think the opening scene could possibly be. Now, I did kind of mention I wanted to open up kind of like it's on Cybertron, another alien world, or perhaps an ancient Earth before civilization, and these alien beings are fighting each other, and they're actually the Power Rangers. The original Power Rangers are fighting evil. And who are they fighting? They are fighting the original Rita. They're fighting Rita. Of course, it looks like Elizabeth Banks, not her, but pretty a badass, like a witch kind of character with monsters everywhere. They're kicking butt and everything. And the Green Ranger shows up, and Rita kills him, kills the Green Ranger, takes the Green Ranger's powers, corrupts him. That's why she looks green. She has enough power to kill the other Rangers. She systematically kills the other Rangers up to the final Ranger, which is the Red Ranger, and they have like an epic Red Ranger versus Green Ranger battle on this alien planet. In a way, where the Green Ranger actually, Rita as the Green Ranger kills or injures the Red Ranger to the point that he turns into energy and turns into Zordon today. Now, before he turns on to Zordon, the Bryan Cranston Zordon, he takes off his helmet and he is Jason David Frank, the cameo. That's right, Jason David Frank cameos as the Red Ranger. Not the Green Ranger, not the White Ranger, but as the Red Ranger. Now, hear me out. I know you guys are all like, what? No, he's the Green Ranger and stuff like that. Hear me out. So, first of all, I wanted to point out that I know I was thinking maybe Rita, it was the Green Ranger. And technically she is, because she has the power of the Green Ranger, but corrupted. And further along the line, she grows, she becomes more corrupted into that weird looking costume that we see her in right now. But what I wanted to say is that because I wanted her to be Rita instead of being a Green Ranger corrupted, turned into, because I think it's maybe important to have that character be Rita taking a power and turning it into something else. And I'm not really sure this studio thought as far as making a Green Ranger turn evil or not. That's why I'm thinking that way. I don't know if they really wanted the Rangers to be able to be corrupted. I think they wanted them to be, these are the chosen one. They wanted them to be pure of heart, light, and in order and they uncorruptible in a sense. So I think that was the reason why I kind of went with Rita is an actual character and not a Ranger. She just takes the power of the Green Ranger after killing the Green Ranger. The other thing that I was thinking that, yes, Zordon, I still think Zordon is possibly a Ranger. The last surviving Ranger, which would be the Red Ranger, it would actually makes a little bit more sense. I think some of that has happened or alluded to in the show, and I think that's an actual really good theory on that part. But the other one is why I would think that Jason David Frank is the Red Ranger. Yes, he is the symbol of the Green Ranger, but I really think that he has played different Rangers before. He was the Green Ranger originally, the White Ranger. He was the Tiger Zord. He was also the Red Rangers in 2 other series, and in Zeo he was like in Zeo where he was the leader, right? So it's not too far-fetched that he could be the Red Ranger. The other reason why is that this is a reboot, right? And they want it to be different. They don't want him to be like, well, people watch on screen and says, hey, that's Tommy Oliver. He just, if he was the Green Ranger and he gets killed by Rita, that's kind of a sucky cameo. I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool at the beginning, but he's like, in my mind, I'm like, Tommy Oliver just fucking died, you know? And I don't know if I want that. So I think a smart move would be to him be a completely different character, but as a cameo for fans who know who he is, and he'd be the leader of the group, and he'd be the Red Ranger. Then we could have a Red Ranger versus Green Ranger thing, and then he can technically live on as Zordon, you know? As Zordon, like an older Zordon. I know this is a YouTube video that he did try. He was spoofing Zordon, but live on as Zordon, as being the leader of the new Power Rangers in a way, but through Bryan Cranston. And the reason why I got that is that there was a Hong Kong film called Avenging Fist where in that movie, the older detective character who's played by Sammo Hung was they showed a flashback where he used to be an original hero with the Avenging Fist power glove, and it was a cameo by Ekin Chung, and he was it was just a small cameo with no acting or anything, but it's just that his appearance of it. So I thought that was kind of cool to do it, and it kind of reminds me of this where Jason David Frank, who would just come in as a flashback or in the opening sequence just to show him off, but then ultimately, you know, he's be the Red Ranger. I don't even want to mention that he's the White Ranger because, like someone said, the White Ranger was not part of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so it only makes sense that it could either be the Green Ranger, and in this case, he's maybe the Red Ranger. And finally, I forgot to mention the reason why I think it should be Rita and not a Green Ranger, because I think the message that we get on that poster, Together We Are More, is very important. Sends a message that a group of people can fight evil together. So in that sense, it's kind of weird to have maybe the original Rangers, some of them can get corrupted and things like that. I know people are thinking Lord Zan could be the Red Ranger and things like that, but I wonder, I'm just trying to figure maybe into that message they want it to be like, well, Rita takes the Green Ranger power because she thinks she can defeat she can be undefeatable, but you know, in the end, if they stand together, they can defeat her. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I just feel like they want to send that message across stronger by having the Rangers uncorruptible, fighting against a single villain entity, if that makes any sense to you. But yeah, I mean, that's my opening scene theory. I don't know if this could be just thoughtless. I could be giving this movie way too much credit, but I just thought of it like that way, and that would be super awesome if it does happen that way, and if it does, spoilers, but I don't think it's going to happen that way, but I think it would be such a great idea. And all in all, I guess I think people will be happy with if it turns out like that. Anyway, thank you for watching once again, and have a good night.